What's up, YouTube? He's this guy here holding this thing like he does his wanker, good and tight. But anyway, we're gonna talk about engine run-in, engine break-in, whatever. I've got mine done, and I'm gonna discuss how I did it and the way I did it. Now, I do advise, if you do buy a new bike, that you should consult your owner's manual. You lead the way, I'll follow. You know how to get there, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down to Maple Grove.
You don't think it'd be faster to go that way and then hit state and...
Yep.
Okay, your way. So, anyway, back on topic. What I was saying was engine running, engine braking. The way I did it. First off, we've already covered consult your owner's manual, for one. You know, go from that. You know, follow that. You know, I'm not going to be responsible if you blow your shit up because you listen to my advice and your bike happened to have a defect and blah blah blah. So the particular break-in period for this bike is no more than 4,000 RPM for the first 500 miles, and then after that no more than 600 or 6,000 RPM for the remainder up to 1,000 miles. So the way I did it was I basically just rode the bike, commuting in traffic and stuff like that, varying the throttle for the first 500 miles. Occasionally just get it up in the RPMs, and when I say that, like 6,000, maybe 8,000, real brief, nothing, you know, like continuous. Is you want to give that engine time to work itself in. If you could imagine jagged mountain tops, and you got two pieces rubbing against each other. This is an extreme example of the inside of your motor when you buy it. Now, granted, machining has come a long way since back in the day when your grandfather rode a motorcycle. But you still need to work that in. So with the light engine loads and low RPMs, what that does is those two surfaces, being your piston and the cylinder wall, are rubbing against each other with a very light load. So you're not really harsh on it, causing hot spots or hard spots inside the cylinder wall. Also giving the oil time to get up in there and flush the material away and down into your oil system and into the filter ultimately. So the way I prefer to break in my engines is after the first 500, I pull the filter off and spin a new filter on, drain the oil, which always looks oh so nice, like my kid's project with glitter in it. And you know, inspect the oil. You know, you want to look at it. It's gonna have a metallic look to it, but if it's like a chunky, gritty shit in it, something probably going wrong. You might want to take an oil sample and send it out, or consult your dealer about it. My particular application is just light glitter, so I went ahead and spun a new filter on, changed the oil, switched over to my particular brand of oil. You can see my first oil change video. I will post a link to it in the description below. And when I say below, I mean like down here. So anyway, the second half, 500 to 1,000. At that point, I pretty much rode the bike a little bit more spiritedly because I'm riding with guys that have been seasoned very well and like to get up into the RPMs. So occasionally I would run this girl out to the 10, 15,000 mark, but do it in a low gear and quickly. Not, you know, 6 gear, full pull, anything like that. So, we did that a few times, you know, and also, you know, throughout the entire break-in process of moving the engine RPM up and down, you know, not going down the road and going, you know, just try not to maintain a constant RPM. And again, what you're doing is you're working the motor in to get rid of those ridges, you know, because the finished product, you want something that's somewhat smooth. There still needs to be, you know, what they call cross-hatching in the cylinder bores, because that's what keeps the oil and the piston lubricated. You know, anybody that tells you an engine doesn't use oil is full of poo-poo. That's, this oil will sacrifice itself to keep the two pieces of metal from touching. You know, also your cylinder rings, you know, you want to, or piston rings I should say, you want to get those seated in and give that stuff time to work in. And after you hit your 1,000-mile mark, I don't change the oil at 1,000, I just run it all the way to the 3,000 mark, so it'll have 2,500 miles on it by the time I hit 3,000. At that point, you know, ride it how you're going to ride it. I don't really run my bike in the high RPMs, cruise around town. I don't see the need to have all that power on tap. And I'm just commuting. Why waste the fuel? Why wear the motor in? You know, I want this girl to last forever. As you can see, I don't know if my camera can pick this up, but this bike is filthy right now. Just finished a 150-mile trip through the rain, and it was oh so much fun. But anyway, that's my my thoughts and my opinion on engine running and how I did it. You know, as always, if you like the content, like it, share it, subscribe. Throw a comment down there if you have any questions, or you know, just want to share your thoughts on how you may do it or how I am doing it wrong. Because God knows I do everything wrong. I'm just that kind of guy. I like to go against the grain. So, anyway, again, thanks for watching and hope you guys have a great day.